run in them. I could not do jumping jacks in them. So just to be honest, that is just, you know, I think that is stretching the truth a little bit. My opinion only. So there you have it. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodi, and I am so glad you're here today. So today we have a very honest and in-depth review of a new product that I have just come across. And I have seen them pop up everywhere in my Instagram feed for I don't know how long. And then as soon, you know how you see something in your Instagram feed one time and then you click on it and then all of a sudden you're just like it's everywhere? Well, that's what happened when I clicked on Cozy Island shoes. I clicked on one pair and then I just got bombarded with a whole bunch. Well, at first I thought, I can't wear heels. So yeah, just forget it. They're cute, but no way. Well, then I kept getting more and more like different ads come up and everyone kept saying how comfortable they are and they could wear them. And I saw other influencers like literally dancing in these shoes. And so I was influenced. Yes, I was influenced. So I decided that I wanted to find out what they were all about and if they were as comfortable as what everyone had said. Because I myself, as you know, if you've been following me at all, you will know that I am not a heel girl. I am a trainer's girl. I am a flats. I just do not do heels. You know, it's not that I don't love them and I do not need them. I mean, I'm only 5'2", so I do need them. It's just that after having cancer, my cancer had spread to my spine, and because of the damage that it did, I just have not been able to find a pair of heels that I can stand. I mean, I usually like put them on and I walk around the living room and sit down right away and take them off until now. Okay, well, Cozy Island is a brand that says that they are like, they have all this flex stuff and all this comfort and cushion and support. And I'm going to read off exactly what they do have. But right now, I just want to get down to how cute they are. All right. And all the claims that they said, how wonderful they are, I thought, you know what? I'm going to give them a try and I'm going to do an honest review. So that's what you're going to get today. You're going to get an honest review from somebody who does not wear heels, who cannot wear heels. So I think it's a pretty fair review because I'm really going to put them to the test, and that's exactly what I did. All right, so the very first pair that I tried with Cozy Island was these beautiful, beautiful, they are called the Lithed pointed heel short. Let me see if I can show you how short they are. They are not very high at all. I started out with the babies because, you know, I wasn't sure. And they have these beautiful little flat, cushiony bottom here. Look at that. I mean, that is just like perfection right there. Let me see if I can show you. And inside they have the most cushiony support that you could possibly get. And then even the strap, the Mary Jane style flat strap that goes over the top, is soft as well. So it doesn't like put pressure across, and it is adjustable. So you can make it as loose or as tight as you need. And it's a mule, so it's super easy. You just slide your foot right in, and at the toe, it is very, very cushiony and soft. And the material here is, I want to say stretchy, but it's not really stretchy. It does have a little stretch around here, so it's not going to be like rubbing or anything on your foot. And the bottom has a really nice grip to it, so you're not going to go sliding off anywhere. And I just think they are stinking adorable. Look at those. Aren't they the cutest things in the world? And leopard print. hello, leopard print is on huge for this season. It is, I mean, it was last season too, but it is carried over until spring and summer. So you're gonna see tons and tons of leopard print. But what is really cool, and I'll put some pictures over here so you can see, these come in an array of different colors. They have them in a red that I really, really want to get. They look really cute. They have them in black, they have them in brown, they have them in all different different tones, and they also come in different heights, heel heights. This is the short one as a tester. So this was the first pair that I tried out. And I'm going to show you how I style them over here in the cutaway in just a moment. But this was the first pair, and they run true to size. I got a 7, and these are 7, and they fit just absolutely perfect. Another thing is they're waterproof or water repellent. I wore, I'll get to that in a minute, but I wore the boots, the second pair that I'm going to show you, and it was tipping it down today, you guys. I mean, it was like we were walking through floodwaters just to get to church. And I wore the boots, and in fact, I took pictures of it in the bathroom, and I will show that over here as well. You could see the water just bouncing, the little beads of water just bouncing right off the shoe. And my feet were completely dry when I took off the boots today. So water repellent and comfort like you would not believe. Totally comfortable. All right, now, these were the first pair, and they can be styled up in a whole bunch of different ways, which I will show you in a moment. The second pair that I got, I figured, and I got these actually to go with a specific outfit that I got from Zara for my niece's graduation from nursing school. My niece Madison is graduating next month from nursing school, and I'm super excited. So I bought a special dress, and I thought, you know what? Flats just does not do this dress justice. And I'm going to show you the dress with these. So I thought, well, since I can walk in these and I can wear these for a whole day, I am going to take a risk, and I'm going to buy a pair of boots with a little bit higher heel. Look at this. Aren't these the most luscious pair of boots you've ever seen, you guys? Aren't they beautiful? I love them. They have the leather portion right here, and then this part is the same material, the stretchy and water repellent. Now these got worn, I would say, the most so far because it has been raining and there hasn't been as much opportunity to wear these, but I did wear these for 2 full days, and my back was not hurting. But I will get to the negatives in a minute because there are some negatives, and I do want to be honest with you. But these I wore, oh my gosh, I want to say I wore them, I had to go to the doctor, and I had to do a lot of walking, and then I wore them to lunch, I wore them to church, and I wore them in the pouring down rain. And they kept my feet dry, my back did not hurt, and they have a very good, they're dirty, sorry, because I have worn them, but they have a good grip on the bottom, so you don't go sliding. And I love the way the heel is. It has it comes out and it's more rounded and more substantial on the bottom part. So it doesn't feel like your foot is going down like this. It feels more like that. And then also inside, it's going to be hard to show you, but inside it's got, it's very, very cushiony inside, very, very cushiony, but inside where your arch is, it has a little cushiony thing that comes up, so it's hard to explain, but it meets, you know how your foot arches like here? It's got this cushion, so it meets it right here, so your foot feels like it's just on a cushion. It doesn't feel like it's just, got that little area where it can sometimes really hurt your foot. So I think that's what makes these so stinking comfortable, and these are definitely gonna go with me to graduation because I have to be on my feet all day, and they go perfect with the outfit, and I am gonna show you some styling options, of course, with these. Now, with all this said, I got these two, and I decided that I didn't want to wear heels all the time, and summertime was coming, and another trend that is huge for this season, spring season specifically, is different colored metals like gold, silver. So I got a pair of flats. These are ballerina flats, and they come in the metallic silver, and in the Mary Jane style. And now these, I don't know what I did wrong, but I accidentally got the wrong size. These are a size 8, so they're a size too big. So I'm gonna have to return these for a smaller size, but they are stinking adorable and they are cute. And again, they have the cushion inside. They're extremely comfortable. They have, you know, the same all the way around. However, because they are too big, I cannot tell you if they rub or anything like that, because at this point they would rub because they are too big. But they are really, really cute. So I thought I would go ahead and show you what the flats look like. And they do come in different colors and different colorways and stuff as well. But I got them in the silver because I thought that is something that is missing in my wardrobe. I have gold, I have brown, I have tan, I have neutrals, but I have no metallics or silver. So I grabbed these up, and I'm going to exchange them for a smaller size. So there you have it. Now, that is the Cozy Island, the 3 that I have been trying out, 2 actually. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to try them on for you, and I'm gonna style them up with several different outfits and show you what they look like and give you a little bit more details. So I think I'm going to start out with, actually, I think I'm gonna start out with the boots because this is what I wore today, and I'm gonna keep it real and So I hope that you guys enjoyed the little try on with Cozy Island shoes. I know I did. However, I did want to kind of go over some of the things that I don't want to say didn't like, but the things that you might want to take into account when ordering. And by the way, Cozy Island has so generously given us a 10% discount, and I will put the code right across the screen. It is, I think it is T10 Pretty, and I'll put that across the screen, and I will post a link in the description so you can click on that and then go ahead and use the code YT10 Pretty, and you will get a 10% discount. So now let's talk about the things that I think are things to look out for when you're buying or ordering. I got 2 different sizes of shoes, okay? The boots were, I would say, just spot on, true to size. I got the exact same size in the mules, the Lithed mules. And I want to say these ran bigger and not as true to size. So I would say the mules run, this fit more like a 7.5, not a 7. So when you go to order, I would read all the reviews and just take into account that the mules do appear to run a little bit bigger. And I don't know if it's just my foot. I have a very narrow foot, but I would definitely keep that in mind when ordering. Now, these here, I cannot tell you because they're size 8s. They're really big. And yeah, so I can't really tell you too much about the flats, but I suspect that they run probably pretty true to size. It looks, I mean, I'm gonna have my sister try them on. She wears a size 8, so she will be able to tell me if these are true to size or not. Now, with the boots, they zip up on the side and they do have a little bit of give. So today I wore some pretty thick socks because it was chilly out. And I did notice, this is my 3rd time wearing them, I did notice that they did stretch a little bit. Not a lot, but I do suspect that just like with any pair of shoes, they will stretch out a little bit. So beware of that, and you might, in the boots, might want to not size down, but just be mindful that they might stretch a little bit. Now, I have very skinny feet, so I did put very thick socks on, and then today when I wore them, I did not have the thick socks, so that could have been it, but just something to think about. So anyway, there's so many different options for these shoes. I mean, you can wear them to winter, you can wear them into spring. I hope that you could see that. I did try to lighten it up with the mules with a white linen balloon skirt, and yeah, and it just worked just perfectly fine. They have red, they have all different colors, so you could just go crazy for spring with these. These are amazing. So I would say that Cozy Island gets, I would say, a 4.5 out of a 5 on my book. Nothing really gets a 5 when it comes to heels. Now, I did see other influencers say they could run a mile in them. I could not run a mile in these. I'm so sorry, but they were comfortable and I could wear them throughout the day. But I could not run in them. I could not do jumping jacks in them. So just to be honest, that is just, I think that is stretching the truth a little bit. My opinion only. So there you have it on Cozy Island. Don't forget to use the discount code Y210Pretty for 10% off, and the link will be in the description, along with my LTK. If you want to see how I style these up in different ways, then feel free to go over to my LTK. They are in there, and also on my Instagram, I will post a link below for that. It's all pretty and polished over 40, and also I'm on TikTok as well. So there you have it, you guys. I will see you guys next week at Pretty and Polished Over 40. Oh, and if you are not following me, I would love it if you could go ahead and click subscribe, throw me a thumbs up if you found any worth in this video, and I will see you guys next week at Pretty and Polished Over 40.